So I am one of those people who are just naturally happy all the time. And what's my secret? I don't hold on to the things of the past that were happening yesterday. If I made a mistake, if I missed something, I do everything I can to make tomorrow better than it was today, based off of what I did not accomplish yesterday, so to speak. I look back and I revise what I did yesterday and I look at how I can change it. Then I look at what do I need to do so that I can accomplish that change and make it something that is permanent or something that is adjustable. Knowing that tomorrow will begin to yield me a different moment, a different process, a different issue, mistake, or moment in time where I need to step back and fix something. So I'm not upset if I find myself in a pickle today because I took that cucumber yesterday and I put it in some vinegar and I allowed it to sit and fester. Yeah, it stinks, but it's good for me because it's getting ready to replenish all the things that I needed. It becomes fermented, so now it can help burn out and remove some things. So that's what it is about the mind and the thoughts and the cells and the red blood cells in the body. I don't hold on to anything that was dead, meaning it doesn't have any life, meaning it's not benefiting me, meaning it's not getting me closer to anything by focusing on it, holding on to it, living in it, going over it over and over again and chewing it constantly. And this change gives me a change in appetite, conversation, language, action, resources, people, relationships. I no longer have a taste for those things. So my mind is going to a place that is something that is elevated, that is giving me something that is more beneficial. So my body must follow. And how does my body follow? By giving me the urges, the temptations, the taste, the feelings, the sensations, the hormonal increases, because the cells eavesdrop on the mind. And those cells are creating the hormones and the system and the state of being in your body that creates and gives you that pull to do something. I find myself not really being hungry most of the time. There's nothing wrong with me not being hungry. My cells are satisfied with the thoughts of I'm satisfied. So now my body is satisfied. And now I desire nothing but my next breath and my next life to get me to the next opportunity. And I now have clarity. My mind is not clear. So I can focus on whatever situation is going to come up because it didn't just come up by accident. It came up because it was something that I did not see, pay attention to, focus, or something I did not do somewhere back there. And I'm not going to look back and say, oh, you did this, you did this. No, because I chose to eat that fruit of that day. And that fruit of that day may not have been the right fruit. And now I have another time and another opportunity because he gives us new mercies. This new mercy that I have been given comes with another level of grace. I shouldn't be where I am because of what I did yesterday or in the past. But grace is saying I'm sufficient enough to sympathize with you and your ignorance. Because I forgive you for you know not what you do. You didn't know that not doing this back then was going to lead you to a moment where now you can't do that now, or it messes up something in your future. And I get that. Because looking at me and looking at my life, it's a lot of stuff that I ignored that has me in a place where I am. And now instead of eating of that bitterness of the past, that long suffering, I'm allowing it to be coupled with that patience to make it a sweet and savory sensation to where now I know what I did not do then that I must do now. I don't need to be mad about it because then that means I'm bitter and I'm holding on to that bitterness. But I'm letting that bitterness pass away with my patience because it came to teach me something. But it is also helping my body, which is why we see the bitter fruit, the pickle. It was once a ripe, flourishing cucumber with a sweet taste, but now it is a pickle. And now it's bringing me something that is bitter. And I can't scrunch up my face so everybody can see it and make it seem like it's your fault. I got to look at myself in that mirror or that glass. And I'm not going to transform myself into the bitterness in that water, but I'm going to transform myself into what I see in that glass of water, which is the image of God, which is that I am. So that I am says, I have peace that surpasses all understanding. All hell is breaking loose. Something's going on with my body. I don't know what's going on. The doctors don't know what's going on. But I have that peace to know that I'll get to the other side and an answer, a testimony, a wonderful time of celebration is going to come forth, because now I'm not eating of the fruit of yesterday, which is bitter. I'm eating of the fruit of today, which is getting ready to replenish and restore me, so that tomorrow the fruit is no longer bitter. It is no longer small. It is bountiful, because I've sown that seed, which is what I see in my body. I'm not holding on to the old blood cells that died, because when it begins to die, it begins to clot. When it begins to clot, it does what it's supposed to do, but then it falls off as that scale. Am I allowing the scale to stay there so that everybody can see it? Or am I saying, you know what? Yeah, I have this scar, I have this, but it's a badge of honor because I've come through what I've been through. I've been hurt. I've been wounded. I've been bruised. I've been chastised. But now I'm healed from the situation, because it no longer holds me bound to that situation. I am resurrecting from it, and now I'm growing from it. And now I have more to work with. Now I have other people who are going to feed off of the fruit that I'm giving them, which is the fruit of my mind, my thoughts, my heart, my kindness, my love. So I don't hold on to it. Yes, it can sometimes upset me or irritate me. I very rarely get pissed off or angry. But I just get frustrated because it's like I missed something. What did I miss? And now I'm saying, okay, I missed this yesterday. So what did I do today that put me in a space where I missed that yesterday, so that tomorrow I can work in that function? I'm not holding on to my own knowledge. I'm seeking wisdom, because it is in that moment where I missed that wisdom. I had the knowledge of do this, do that. But did I do it with the wisdom and the inspiration by the Holy Spirit? Or did I want to just indulge in my self-righteous behavior so that people can see me and they praise me, versus the Spirit that is organizing and animating my day? So I don't hold on to that. I let it go, which allows my body to let go of all of the dead things, the dead cells, the dead red blood cells, the dead thoughts, the dead energy. I can get all of that out and metastasize it in my body the way that it's supposed to, so that my organs that are there to help recycle and replenish what can be recycled and replenished can do so and work right. And then it can let go of the waste, the dead things. So that forgiveness is healthy. It's life to the bones. It's that water that's in your stomach. It's that water, that belly, that life. The rivers and issues of life flow out. But is it tainted water, which you're spreading to others, or is it life-giving water, that long drink of salvation? Are you making room in your stomach so that He will satisfy you? He will satisfy me with long life, with long life. Because a lot of times we look for that satisfaction of that long life and longevity in the body, which gives us the energy to do what we do and to think clearly and to move and operate. But how much of the old stuff that happens in time, SHIT, do we hold on to, hoping that something to come forth and give us that respite, when all we have to do is just let the shit go?